This is why US Navy warships have a gray color. Today we're going to explore one of the most common and intriguing questions about naval warfare. Why are US Navy warships painted gray? Is it just a matter of preference? Or is there a deeper reason behind this color choice? Stay tuned as we dive into the fascinating history and science of naval camouflage. You might think that naval camouflage is a modern invention, but it actually dates back to ancient times. The ancient Greeks and Romans used to paint their ships with different colors and patterns to blend in with the sea and the sky, or to confuse and intimidate their enemies. During the Middle Ages, ships were often decorated with colorful flags and banners to show their allegiance and identity. But it was not until the 19th century that naval camouflage became a serious matter of study and experimentation. The advent of new technologies such as steam engines, ironclads, torpedoes, submarines, and aircraft changed the nature of naval warfare and made camouflage more important than ever. As ships became faster, stronger, and more deadly, they also became more visible and vulnerable to enemy attacks. To counter this threat, navies around the world began to develop various schemes and methods to conceal their ships from detection and recognition. Some of these methods included painting ships with different shades of gray or blue to match the color of the sea and the sky. This was called low visibility or haze gray camouflage. Another way was to paint ships with bright colors and geometric shapes, which creates optical illusions and distort the shape, size, direction, and speed of the ship. This was called dazzle or razzle-dazzle camouflage. One more way was to paint ships with naturalistic patterns to mimic the appearance of waves, clouds, islands, or coastlines. This was called disruptive or fictive camouflage. So why did the US Navy choose gray as its main color for warships? There are several reasons for this decision, but the most important one is that gray is a very effective color for low visibility camouflage. Gray is a neutral color that can blend in with different shades of blue and green in the sea and the sky. Gray also reduces the contrast and brightness of the ship's surface, making it harder to see clearly from a distance or from above. Gray also helps to hide the vertical features of the ship, such as masts, funnels, turrets, and superstructures, which can reveal its identity and type. But gray is not just a single color. It is actually a range of colors that can vary depending on the light conditions and the angle of view. The US Navy uses different shades of gray for different parts of the ship, creating a graded system that enhances the camouflage effect. For example, the lower part of the hull is painted with a darker shade of gray called sea blue, while the upper part is painted with a lighter shade called ocean gray. The highest parts of the ship are painted with an even lighter shade called haze gray. This system creates a smooth transition between the ship and its surroundings, making it less noticeable and more difficult to target. Of course, gray is not a perfect color for naval camouflage. It has its limitations and drawbacks as well. Gray can only work well when the ship is in open water away from land or other objects that can contrast with its color. Gray can also lose its effectiveness when the ship is under different weather conditions, such as fog, rain, snow, or sun glare. Gray can also be detected by other means than visual observation, such as radar, sonar, infrared, or satellite imagery. Gray can also be affected by wear and tear, saltwater corrosion, rusting, or pollution, which can alter its color and texture over time. As we conclude our journey into the world of naval camouflage, we hope you learned something new and interesting about why US Navy warships are painted gray. It's not just a random or aesthetic choice, it's a strategic and scientific decision that has been tested and refined over decades of research and experience. Gray is a versatile and effective color that can help warships blend in with their environment and avoid enemy detection and attack. But gray is not a magic solution. It has its limitations and challenges as well. That's why the US Navy is always looking for new and innovative ways to improve its camouflage capabilities and stay ahead of the game. Join us again for more thrilling adventures that push the boundaries of knowledge and human courage.